Hang around to find out how you can win some of these lava bases. Welcome everybody. We're going to go over how to make some bases, lava bases here. So I'm just taking some Vallejo earth texture, and this is for the bottom layer. You know, we're building up, as you'll see. You can go just straight onto the base. You could like skip this step, but I like just creating different physical textures. We're going to be creating different textures with the different colors of yellow and orange and red for the lava, as you'll see. So, and you can try different things as well. I've seen it done with little pieces of rock in the texture in the base foundation level. So I'm just cleaning off the edge here as we go, and then we'll let that dry thoroughly. So our next step after we let this dry, of course, will be to prime it, and you can use rattle can or airbrush. Be using an airbrush to apply our colors as well. You can do this with a brush on. It's just gonna it's gonna have a little different effect. I may do another base just to check it out. So this was a base I'd already textured and had to take the model off of, so just replaced or fixed the little holes there. So we're just going to go with a solid white, a bright color, a bright white, because we are going to be going adding some yellows to it, and just the coverage will be better. So of the three colors we apply, first one is yellow, and I'm just doing a couple of bases at a time. You want a complete all over coverage here, and because there's textures in the ground there, you may want to make sure you're getting it from all angles as well, so that you don't have like a little crease of white primer still showing. So after we just give that a second to dry, we'll apply our second color, which is a bright orange. It doesn't matter particularly which orange, just a bright orange, as you can see in the airbrush cup there. And we're just going for the outer edge of the base. We're going to have it go from dark at the edges to the brighter in the center. So just to go one more here, hitting the edge with the orange. Our next color, that's right, will be red. And again, just a smaller amount. And you can do designs, you can do the temperature, because that's what we're doing. We're portraying different temperatures of lava. So you can have it, instead of going from the outside to the center, it could be going from one side to the other. Just different things, or different ideas. All right, so hit one last model here. Okay, so after we've applied the colors, give that a moment to dry. I did something on a suggestion that I would not have necessarily thought about. What I'm doing here is applying a PVA glue and water mixture, so a white glue. That's what this is, just thin down, and applying it on top of the paint. So what this is doing, it is sealing it to an extent, but it's also, from my understanding, is going to help create a protective barrier, we'll say, for this next step as we apply our Crackle Medium. I'm using Games Workshop Morted Earth, I believe, because I wanted the Crackle Medium to be black, and they have different colors. I know you can purchase non-colored Crackle mediums and add your own pigment and stuff, and that's great. I may do that in the future and just check out things, because it is depending on how many bases you're doing, it could start getting expensive, and you may want to look at cheaper alternatives. And I know there's a lot of great videos out there on how to create your own. So go for it. So what I'm doing is just applying the mordant earth to these bases, and it's a lot thicker than I intuitively would have thought to put it on. I guess the thickness of the Crackle Medium will determine the size of the bits, the crackle bits of earth. So this was pretty thick. I think I do a little side shot so that you can see, but I apply it pretty thick and fairly evenly, I think. So after I did that, here's something else I didn't think about. I got a hair dryer and applied heat to it, and I think I sped this portion of the video up 2-3 times, and so you can see the crackling happened in elapsed time. They were blowing all over the place, and it was also getting hot. So you can see how I kind of got them corralled in there, but you see the crackling happen there. If anything, this is just fun, watching things transform. This did take several minutes. I think I applied like 4 or 5 minutes, but you know, I guess otherwise you just let it wait 12, several hours overnight or whatever. But you know me, I don't have that kind of patience. So and I never get to use a hair dryer for anything else. So cracked out the hair dryer and applied some heat here and got some crackle going. So after that, and you know what, I let these set just because I didn't need to go into it. I apply another coat of the PVA glue and water mixture, and just to seal it in, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be gluing models directly onto it or if I'm going to be pinning them, meaning drilling through. So I just wanted to get a good, I don't know, to just get it all set in there. Just touching it with my finger, it did not like pop any pieces off, so I was pretty psyched about that. All right, and here we go. Here's our finished look at the bases, and I hope that this tutorial was helpful, and that you all have a great time gaming. Click on the link in the upper right hand corner or the link in the video description to enter into the lava base giveaway.